You shake my nerves and you rattle my brain. Too much love that was man insane. You broke my will, a bullet free. Goodness gracious, great balls of fire. I let you love what I thought it was fine. Wow, here we go again. Another show. This is Papa Soob Says Show. This is your host, Arson Marsubian, and this is show number 4. Now, last week we talked about all of one of the subjects in my book, Don't Die, 3 Essential Truths for Your Fulfilled and Happy Life. Hope you've gotten your copy on Amazon. But now today, we're going to cover the last 2 sections. One is on doing, and the other is on giving. Doing is the action step. You have to take action on your activities. So let me ask you, what would you do if you knew you absolutely could not fail? Let's put it another way. What is it you want to do with your life that at the end of your life, you took the action necessary to achieve it, and you could say, man, I'm glad I did? Or will it be, I wish I had? We get an awful lot of I wish I hads. People have to take action on their lives. Get in the game. Stop being a spectator. Try to do what you can. You know, the activities also relate to working out, moving, doing things. You know, this time that we've been going through, it's getting kind of tough. It's easy to just kind of sit in the chair and watch a little TV. I'm a little guilty of that. My legs are getting a little weak, so I got to get back out there and do a little more things. But you know, in my book, and I'm going to read this because I don't want to get the author's names wrong with the story. But on page 101 of my book, Don't Die, and start at chapter number 11. Let me read this to you. In a book by Howard F. Friedman, PhD, and Leslie R. Martin, PhD, entitled the book, The Longevity Project. The authors expose some of the myths about living a long life. The study they talked about began in 1921 and was led by a Stanford University psychologist named Louis Terman. 8 decades followed the lives of 1,500 people over 8 decades. I'd say that's a pretty good survey. And one of the myths was taking it easy adds years to your life. Here's what they found on this subject. Continually productive men and women live much longer than their more laid-back comrades. A sustained work life mattered a great deal more than even their sense of happiness. Wow. Then they go on to say, giving up an interesting demanding job to live in a golf community away from your friends could actually increase the risk of your health. In another myth, jocks outlive nerds. They state being active in middle age, and most of you are in that category, is the key. And an exercise doesn't have to be intense. You don't have to be a marathon runner, a long distance runner. Dancing, tennis, bowling, golf, gardening will also work. The important thing is to find activities that suit you and stick with them over the long haul. You know, Earl Nightingale, which we've talked about before, says that a man who does not read is no better than a man who cannot. You can just change the word read. to action. Man who does not take the action is no better than the man who cannot. Action is really important. I talked about my friend Ruth Klein last week. She's written that book, Generation Why Not. You should get that, check it out. But in there, she outlines things that we need to do in the Generation Why Not, to do those things that you want to do that if you knew you couldn't fail. First, you have to have the intention. What is the intention of where you want to go? Mm-hmm. What are the thoughts? What are the beliefs that you have about that? What are the decisions? And then, what are the actions? What actions are you going to take? And once you get the action going, then you're going to get some momentum. And the momentum is going to change your environment. I mean, it's a really good read. You'll want to get that. So that's it. That's the doing, the action part of life. Now let's get into giving. Wow. The giving of your time, your talent, your expertise, as well as your finances. What you give away, you keep. What you keep, you lose. See, I want you to be more concerned about the welfare of others than you are about your own. And you want to do things that will live on in the life of others after you're gone. That's the true way to have immortality, because we're all going to leave this earth. But what are you going to leave behind? This story is saying that the richest land on earth is not the oil fields or the gold mines. No. The richest land is the cemeteries. Because therein lies the hopes, dreams, talents, gifts that were never used. And men took them to the grave with them. You don't want to do that. Give of your time, give of your talent. Write the book. Share the experience. Now, all of this came from a survey that I heard with students from sociology class in Southeastern University in Pittsburgh, or in Pennsylvania. The professor was Dr. Anthony Campolo, and Dr. Campolo sent the students out to do a survey of 50 people over the age of 95 with one question. One question. If you had to live your life over, what would you do differently? Now, if you can't learn from 50 people over the age of 95, you probably can't learn from anybody. Here's what they said. 3 things emerged from that survey. Number 1, I'd take more risk in life. I'd go barefoot more often. 2, I'd be in the moment more. Be present wherever you are. Enjoy that time. 3, they would do more things that would live on in the lives of others after they're gone. See, I learned this from Dr. Campolo when he was a keynote speaker at the $1 Million Roundtable convention in Atlanta, Georgia. What a great time. Now let's look at each one of those individually and carefully. Take more risk in life. What would you do if you knew you couldn't fail? As I said earlier, what would you want to do? So at the end of your life, you say, I wish God I did that. And not have the regret of saying, I wish I had. Take the risk. It's a lot more fun. Be in the moment. Stop and smell the roses. When you're on the beach with your family, vacationing, don't be in the office. You're watching your kid's soccer game. Don't be making deals on your cell phone. Enjoy the moment. Be there. When you're in the office, working, don't be thinking about the beach and where you're going on the next vacation. You know, I had a friend say one time that you should work 8 hours and play 8 hours. You'll just make darn sure they're not the same 8 hours. Do more that will live on in the lives of others after I'm gone. That's the true way to have immortality. We talked about that. What's the wisdom you can share? What's the book you can write? Who can you talk to at a time of need? Where can you volunteer to make a difference in somebody's life? In a charity, in your church. Maybe it's coming along somebody that needs help and some prayers. Maybe you can reach out that way. But find a way to really give back to society. Small or grandeur. See, that's one of the mottos of Soob Enterprises. Touching lives, changing outcomes. See, I want to make a positive impact on the lives that my life touches. Now, I hope that I've had a positive impact on your life, either at live events, whether it was learning at those shows, whether it was through my books, or maybe just through some of these videos. I hope that I've had a positive impact somehow on your life. Well, that's it for today's show. I'm going to wrap it up. Now, next Thursday, you want to be here with pen and paper, because we're going to go over the bonus in the book, Don't Die, 3 Essential Truths. And the bonus is going to be talk about how do you know that your goal is real and attainable, or is it just a wish? Powerful, powerful process to go through. I'm going to walk you through that. Well, again, thank you very much. This is Papa Soob Says Show, and we hope you had a great day. Thank you very much for tuning in and for sharing this video and this site with your friends. We'll see you later. Good night. It's Papa Soob.